What is going on, guys? Back in October 2016, Total Pro Sports predicted that the Dallas Cowboys would win a Super Bowl by 2020. We were wrong for the first 4 years, and the 2020 season marks the last chance for us to get this bold prediction right. But we've decided to double down. We're confident that with a new coaching staff and an intriguing set of young stars, the Cowboys will actually win a Super Bowl by 2025. Here are 10 reasons why it will happen. And trust me, this time, it's gonna happen. We promise. Number 10, Jerry Jones. Yes, he's made plenty of mistakes as hands-on owner. And yes, he's broke up that special 90s dynasty by firing Jimmy Johnson. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that this man will do whatever it takes to try to win a Super Bowl. He finally swallowed his pride and moved on from Jason Garrett, whom Jones was loyal to for way too long. He's paid top dollar to retain his superstars. This man is doing what he can to bring the Cowboys a 6th Lombardi trophy. Many Cowboys fans understandably don't trust Jones, but at least they don't have Dan Snyder or Woody Johnson as their owner. You know, guys who just care about making money with total disregard for the on-field product. As time passes, Jones only gets hungrier and hungrier for a Super Bowl. As long as the Cowboys have an owner who remains committed to winning now, they'll always have a shot at a championship. Jones has built up a very talented team over the past 5 years, and he's going to keep adding to it in his quest for a 6th Super Bowl. Number 9, the additional wildcard spot. In the 2020 offseason, the NFL and the NFLPA agreed to expand the postseason to 14 teams. There will now only be 1 first-round bye in each conference, and 6 wildcard games instead of 4. The additional wildcard spot especially bodes well for the Cowboys. They finished 9-7 in 2017 and finished 1 game behind the Atlanta Falcons for the 6th and final playoff berth. They lost win-or-go-home Week 17 games in 2011, 2012, and 2013 seasons and finished 8-8 each time. Even when the Cowboys don't make the playoffs, they're awfully close. They're a lock for at least 8 wins a season, and that might be all it takes to snag the final wildcard spot with the new structure. And the way this Dallas team is built, trust us, nobody would want to face them in the playoffs. Not with the top 10 quarterback, a ridiculous set of skill position players, and a superb pass rush. The Cowboys don't have to worry about fighting it out with the Philadelphia Eagles for the NFC East crown anymore. They're just going to need 8 or 9 wins a season to clinch that extra wildcard spot. Number 8, the NFC least. Throughout the 2000s, the NFC East was the toughest division in football. Tony Romo's Cowboys, Eli Manning's New York Giants, the Andy Reid and Donovan McNabb-led Philadelphia Eagles, and the Washington football team were always in playoff contention. But this division has been a joke over the past decade. It usually just takes 9 or 10 victories to claim the NFC East title now. This division has gone to the Cowboys or Eagles in each of the last 4 years, and in 6 of the last 7 overall. Fortunately for Dallas, both New York and Washington won't be very competitive anytime soon. The Giants are still rebuilding with a brand new coaching staff and unproven young quarterback Daniel Jones, and that defense has far more flaws than strengths. Washington has a loaded front 7 led by future superstar Chase Young. But what about the offense? Is Dwayne Haskins the answer at quarterback? How long will it take Ron Rivera to fix the culture of such a dysfunctional team that's led by arguably the worst owner in sports today? The Cowboys and Eagles are pretty evenly matched here, but we like Dallas' long-term future more because of the youth on their offensive side of the ball. This is their division to win for the next 3 to 5 years. Number 7, drafting. Every Super Bowl champion is largely built through the draft. You can't just throw money around in free agency and trade for a plethora of superstars that can get you to the promised land. Fortunately for the Cowboys, Jerry and Stephen Jones have hit the jackpot at the draft for the better part of the past 5 years. Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Ezekiel Elliott, Leighton Vander Esch, Byron Jones, Travis Frederick were all home run first-round picks. They also found great value in the 2020 draft by landing Oklahoma wideout CeeDee Lamb with the number 17 selection. But of course, the Cowboys have found plenty of gold outside of the first round as well. Sean Lee, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Jalen Smith were second-rounders. Michael Gallup, a third-rounder. Dak Prescott, a fourth-rounder. The Jones family doesn't get enough credit for this, but man have they been magicians at the draft in recent years. Even if the Cowboys lose key players in free agency down the road, fans can trust Jerry and Stephen to find suitable replacements in the draft. They've earned the benefit of the doubt following a superb showing in recent years. Number 6, the offensive line. The Cowboys' offensive line has been a top-tier unit for the better part of the past decade. It all starts with perennial Pro Bowlers Tyron Smith and Zach Martin. Losing the aforementioned Travis Frederick to retirement hurts, but the Cowboys have a suitable replacement in Joe Looney. In short, the Cowboys are loaded along their offensive line. You need a steady O-line to win this day and age. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and Nick Foles will be happy to recount the superb pass protection they received en route to Super Bowl glory. Martin and Smith are still going to be rocks on the O-line over the long haul. and Collins has plenty of time to get better. With a steady line that can hold the fort, Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott will continue to take over games for many years to come. Number 5, Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy had an ugly falling out with the Green Bay Packers, who fired him late in the 2018 regular season. You've all heard the reports about a fractured relationship with franchise star Aaron Rodgers. As such, many raised eyebrows when Jerry Jones hired McCarthy as the new head coach. Sorry, but a Super Bowl winning coach is a Super Bowl winning coach. Not to mention that McCarthy took Green Bay to 4 NFC Championship games. Jason Garrett, who should have been fired a long time ago, only won 2 postseason games as the Cowboys head coach. Everybody knows that Garrett lasted way too long. Almost anybody would have been an upgrade over him, but McCarthy especially is a grade A hiring. He wisely took a year off coaching and tried to get more up to date with the analytics and modern day playbooks. And after doing wonders with Brett Favre and Mr. Rogers, you know he'll make the most of his new set of playmakers in Dallas. He has a top 10 quarterback in Prescott, a top 3 running back in Zeke, an elite offensive line, and arguably the best set of receivers in the NFL with Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb. Sorry, but no Super Bowl winning head coach is going to find a way to waste all this talent. McCarthy knows what it takes to win the big one. Garrett didn't. Coaching can make all the difference in the NFL, and McCarthy will be the man who takes this team from constant underachievers to legitimate contenders. And that, folks, is why Cowboys fans have been optimistic about a Super Bowl parade with McCarthy. Number 4, loaded front 7. There are questions in the Cowboys secondary following the departure of top cornerback Byron Jones, but this defense will remain championship caliber for years to come, thanks to a very dominant front 7. DeMarcus Lawrence had a down year in 2019, but otherwise he's been one of the NFL's top pass rushers over the last 3 years. Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch are 2 of the game's elite young defensive players, and they could soon form the best linebacker duo in all of football too. And then there are guys like Aldon Smith, Dontari Poe, Tyrone Crawford, and Everson Griffin, who add loads of depth to this unit. But it's especially the dominance of Lawrence, Smith, and Vander Esch that ensure the Cowboys defense will be above average for years to come. They'll help steal the odd game if Prescott and company have an off day. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs secondary isn't great, but their fierce pass rush certainly made up for it. Why shouldn't the Cowboys front 7 be any different? Number 3, changing of the guards in the NFC. The San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks, New Orleans Saints, and Green Bay Packers are widely regarded as the top 4 teams in the NFC. The Eagles belong in that conversation, but as we previously noted, the Cowboys are better equipped for the long term thanks to the young stars on offense. The 49ers will have a tough time keeping all these productive veterans. How many years does top corner Richard Sherman have left? New Orleans' Super Bowl window will close once Drew Brees retires, which will likely happen by 2022 at the latest. Seattle still has plenty of flaws on defense. And the Packers? Well, Aaron Rodgers is entering his age 36-37 season, and the Jordan Love pick suggests that they're preparing for a future without number 12. So yeah, these NFC powerhouses are built to win now, and not necessarily in 3 to 5 years. The Cowboys will soon have the chance to take over the NFC with their young stars, similar to when Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith started the changing of the guard by ending the 49ers dynasty in the 90s. Number 2, the young core. Prescott is only entering his age 27 season in 2020, which is still very young for a quarterback. Elliott, Gallup, Smith, Vander Esch will all be 25 or younger in 2020. Veterans like Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Amari Cooper, and DeMarcus Lawrence still have plenty of great years ahead of them. Yes, the Cowboys have underachieved under Prescott and Zeke, but this is a very young team that's built to win now and in 2025. And these young stars will only get better and better each year, which means the Cowboys will be a Super Bowl champion before you know it. Number 1, high-powered offense. We're now in an era where offense wins championships more so than a great defense. Don't believe us? Well, what if we told you the last 8 Super Bowl participants placed in the top 5 in scoring offense, and that 6 of them placed in the top 3? The Cowboys offense isn't as dynamic as the Patrick Mahomes-led unit in Kansas City, but it's certainly good enough to win a Super Bowl. Prescott can be inconsistent at times, but way worse quarterbacks have won Super Bowls. He's more than capable of carrying this team to the promised land. Oh, and you know, it only helps to have one of the most dynamic game-changing running backs in NFL history, and a world-class offensive line, and 3 superstar wideouts. To think Prescott had career highs last season in passing yards and touchdowns, and now he has a coaching upgrade and the aforementioned CeeDee Lamb to complement his already stacked supporting cast. Yeah, these guys will be an offensive juggernaut for many years to come, and in an era where offense wins championships, things can't possibly look more promising for Dallas. Add it all up, and it's safe to say that America's team will finally capture that long-awaited Lombardi trophy, at least at some point in the next half-decade. Cowboys Nation, you just gotta believe. When do you think the Cowboys will win their next Super Bowl? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, we're on everything. Go find us. Of course, if you like this video, give it a like. It takes one click down below. And subscribe to TPS. We post videos every day. Every day's a new video. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. I'll see you next time.
My knee.